Erna, let me answer your question about money and chores, because really the question is, how do we teach children about money? And so chores is secondary. So let me give you some ideas that I think will flesh this out for you and know how to proceed with this kind of a issue. There are things in family life that children are required to do. For example, I would say children are required to make their bed, put their pajamas away, and so on. Okay. And then there are things that are extra things that we have them do. They might be raking the leaves out front or cleaning out the car. Those could be regular things they have as chores they don't get paid for, or they could be things that you pay them for. Now, the question is to how are you going to use money in the process here? If, let's see, if you're going to use money to pay children, then what you're basically saying is there's some basic things we require in family life, and there's extra things that I'm willing to pay for, and so you can earn some extra money. They're available to you. They're not necessarily required, but they're available if you want to do some extra jobs. On the other hand, you might say to a child, there are things we're doing in our home that are required, things like making your bed or doing the dishes or something. And then there are additional things that you do in family life, like clean out the car, and I give you those jobs to do. And those are responsibilities. And then I also give you an allowance every week of $5 or whatever. And we break that up financially. So some goes in the envelope for giving, some goes in the envelope for saving, and some is for you to spend. And so thus we're teaching children how to manage money and how money and tasks or responsibilities go together. I would suggest you're probably going to vary this over a child's life. You might start with just we do things in our family, and here's one of the benefits of being in our family is an allowance. Other times you're going to say, okay, we're done with the allowance. We're going to give you some jobs to do, and some of them we're going to pay you for. I don't think we pay children to make their beds. So I think there's some things we just say that's what you do in the course of things. Now you're asking another question about, does that provide a reward, and do rewards hinder internal motivation? Well, again, it depends how you're using this. And in this case, we're using it as an extra thing they can do. And so we pay them for the things they do. So we're teaching them there are benefits to working hard and doing extra things. I don't think if you're regularly there are things you require in your family, and there's no reward except the privilege of contributing to family life, then I think you're okay, and you're not doing any damage with rewards, so to speak. It's important, though, that children, when they have chores that are not just self-care chores, make your bed and put away your pajamas. There must be ways that children are contributing to the general benefit of the family and not getting paid for it. Those are things like vacuuming the floor in the living room, or cleaning the bathroom or something like that, because we're all contributing to the community that we live in. And children need to know that's part of the deal. That's who we are. That's what it means to live in society. And in this case, they're living in society. So we're trying to help them know what that looks like and how to do it.